Hey everybody, Clay here. How's it going? You guys are probably getting tired of seeing my ugly mug, but I want to keep you guys updated, try to keep you involved in what's going on here, so you guys, it might spur you guys to do some stuff of your own, guys and girls, okay? But you guys know I've been doing the section dreads here. You guys have been following that. This is one of the section dreads that I've got with the foam. Turned out pretty nice. I've actually already sold a couple sets of these. And then this was the first one I did with the longer end on it, but it was obviously too heavy. So what I did is I shortened it up to where now you've got, see, viva la difference, big difference. I mean, this one might be okay if you're hanging it down low, but you got that. And then I did the one with the red blood stripe in it with the black. This is the same stuff at the bottom, it's just colored with the black. So I've got that one, got the black one, and then I had some actually pretty good comments on this one, the white one, where it's got the white tip at the end. The next one I'm going to do the hard spine at the end with some of the latex, a little bit that far on it, and then the rest of it rubber. So I'll see how that one works out. But that's that one. So anyway, I've got it dialed in, but somebody, a few of you were asking me how I do the molds for these things. So I figured I'd kind of walk you through it and show you how I did them. You saw the setup last night. Basically what I did is I took and I made resin ones out of each of the different sizes of the dreads that we want. Okay, so I've got 7 different sizes here. Got the other 2 that are still in here. I haven't demolded them yet. So I've got the resin ones, and then what I did is I actually put them in these tubes. I stood them from the bottom, put glue on them, stood them up with the tube down around it, crazy glued, filled them up with the silicone, let them cure. Then I'll show you the process that I go through to get them out now. What I do is I'll take my Dremel tool and I'll run a slit down both sides of it, then on equal sides. Then before I take it out, I'll actually drill a little hole right here in the corner, and I'll show you what that's for in just a second. So now you split the mold, you split it open, and then you pop the rubber out, and then what you do is you take, like I use those scalpels, and I'll run down and I'll start slicing it in some kind of pattern down the side of it. Now I've already taken the resin one out of this. So what happens is now you slice it all the way down, right? All the way down. You don't go all the way, you just leave a little bit at the bottom, but you have to go down far enough to pull that little tip end out, otherwise it'll break off on you when you do it in the foam. So you pull like that, and then basically when it goes back together, it goes back together good. So what I do when I put it back in the tube is I'll actually put it with that slit down so it's actually facing there, and when you push it in there you can feel it go in there, it rides right in there. Then you just marry this back up to it, okay, and you make sure it's lined up, okay, and then basically you've got it and you can barely even see the line going down the center of it. Okay, now what that little hole was for is what I'll do is I'll take these little bungee cords and I'll hook the one into that hole and I'll wrap it around really tight, and then I'll just come in and I'll just slide it over the end there. Okay, so this one's got one in it that I poured the foam in. So then what I'll do is I'll take those after they're done and measure up the foam, pour the foam in, let them set till they're hard, and then you come up with this, okay? So I'm going to undo this one, train's going by. I'm going to undo this one and show you what it looks like when I take them out. Okay, so you undo that one, and you can leave that in there, it doesn't matter. Then you basically split the mold back open again, like that. Pop it out, and then what you do, see, I can't even find my line, there it is, okay. You basically open it up, and you start to pull it out, and you have to work your way down. You can't just pull it out because it will rip on you, okay? So you got to make sure you pull it out, and this is why I said when you get down to the end you got to really open it up there. Okay, now the first few, what's going on with the first few is they're actually wanting to stick to the inside of this, and my very first one I did, I'm not sure what happened, but it really came out good. So I think I have to do a few pulls in there, because I'll pull this over to you and you can see the difference. This is the one I just took out, and you can see the finish on it. It's not smooth like this. I think it almost has to break in the mold. I don't know, or I need to try something else. I tried it with the release agent and it seemed like it didn't work, but I tried it with the latex release agent. It seems like I was doing these with the silicone release agent and it seemed to work better, so I'll try that. So anyway, that's your dread, and obviously you can see the difference in the finish of this one versus this one. So that's how you do it, and then basically all you do is you take that mold and you pop it back down in there again, slap that side back on there, line up the top, and then you just really wrap this tight. Now, where my other bumpy cord went? Oh, there it is. And then you just wrap it around there, and that goes on there like that, and you're good to go again for another mold. Okay, then you just pour it up again, and you just keep doing that. So you can see the whole process takes a little bit of time to do. So, but all that aside, what I've got right now is I've got 35 dreads here, and what I'll do is I'll move the camera over here so you can see this. I've got 35 dreads. I've got the long ones. I'm going to line them all up so you can see the ends of them here. So you can see the links of them. Some of them, again, like I said, aren't perfect. The outside finish on them didn't come out right. So anyway, there they are. I've got 35 of them. I got some of the little short ones. You know, those are pretty stiff, so I don't know. It depends on how you cut them, if you cut them at an angle, but they'll work. So anyway, I've got 35 dreads here, and I'm going to go ahead and pan over here so you can see them. Okay. Let me zoom in here a little bit on them. Okay, I got this set of 35 right there, and I'll try to zoom in so you can see some of the finish on them as well. Okay, you can see some of those, the finish isn't that great, but when you get to some of the longer ones, you know, the finish is good. So I'll get it perfected, I'll get it dialed in, but I've got these, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put them all up on the marketplace and offer them up, you know, for somebody that needs them. Obviously, I'm not going to ask full price for them. You know, some of these are, you know, so I'll have to adjust it accordingly. But all in all, it's a nice set, you know. And what we've tried is if you coat them with latex, actually, it kind of covers all of this up. So you can just coat these with latex and they'll look fine. So, but anyway, that's what it is. So there's how I do it all. So there you go. I'm just going to keep going until I get it dialed in, and I'll try it a different way with some different release agent and see where I'm at. So I'll get it dialed in. Talk to you guys. Okay, God bless.